Hey guys and gals, this is your host Joe, thanking you for coming by another story time with Josef on Life with Josef. This is your host Joe as always. I'm gonna pip in here a thing about a guy who ate only one gummy, and you can see him, he's up on the pool table using a pee-wee golf putter. So my experience like this was not with gummies, it was with cookies. It was a year it was a year at the tournament that I was out on injury. So I drove up because I'm still part of the tournament. I set up, I run game day, all that nonsense. In fact, it was the year that the carriers went on strike, and I wasn't there for any of that nonsense. I had heard through my friends at work that, they'd be assigned, 400 or 500 papers to throw, and they'd just drive out and throw them in the dumpsters because, nobody's going to know. It was just, Anyway, I wasn't there for it. But I'm up there with the ingrate, and I'm staying at the cabin, and a bunch of us are, and it's Saturday or Sunday morning, and one of the guys, Z, this is at the time where it really wasn't legal, but he made cookies. I mean, steep the pot in the butter. Oh my God, I didn't catch this. So it's Sunday morning, and I got me a half a gallon of milk, and I'm, hold on here. Sorry, that was one of the gals that lives here. She collects all the bottles, so she's going to bring her wagon by tomorrow, and I've got 3 yard bags of returnables. Helps her out, not a problem. Anyway, I'm at breakfast. I'm at the breakfast table. I'm eating. I'm reading the paper. The ingrate comes by and asks, how many of these have you eaten? And I tell him to fuck himself, that he's not my mother. And he goes, he knows that they're special cookies. Well, he goes in and tells my cousins and everyone at the from the tournament who's at the house in the morning for donuts and coffee. He says, "Hey, Dad's eating X's cookies." Well, X walks out very gently and says, "Joe, how many of these have you eaten?" And I said, "Well, X, I've eaten 8 of them." And he laughs and says, You're not driving to the course. You're going to ride with me." Well, about 10 minutes later, if you don't know quite how edibles hit you, they need to be digested. So you eat some of them, and like with the pip here, you don't really realize it until, oh my God, the Mike Tyson sledgehammer hits you, and, well, I'm really, really high. So I get it. We can get in X's minivan, and the ingrate is just beside himself. "Oh my God, Dad, you're high. Oh my God, Dad, I've never seen you high." Oh, and he's just beside himself. So we get to Dayton Valley. Now I'm taking pictures, and I'm doing my host, glad hand and shaking everyone's hand. Well, my nose explodes in blood. Because I'm high and the altitude and stuff, so I'm a mess. Well, it gets out through the foursomes. There's probably 40 of us that, "Hey, you gotta go talk to Joe." Well, these guys all know, even if they don't know me personally, they know I don't drink and smoke. And God, my boss Phil and Steve F., the day dispatcher, who we all play golf together, was there, and Steve's wife is a Berkeley PD high up, and it's like, oh my God, I'm so high. And Phil, God love him, comes over, and I just said, "Dude, this is what happened." And of course he laughed. Well, I'm in the golf cart myself, and I realize, I probably shouldn't be driving one of these. So I make it back to the clubhouse, and I take a very long nap. We get back to the cabin. I lie down like a lump. I just vaguely remember Phil coming by to take me to dinner, and my cousin saying, "Oh, dude, there's just no way. He's way too high." I didn't move for 12 hours. I wake up in the morning and I think, my God, I've never felt this good. And Phil and I went off for breakfast and I must have eaten for 3 people. So your gummy warning for today, or your edibles, is you better be careful the first few times you eat them, until you figure out how fast they hit you. And that is today's gummy cannabis golf story time with Josef for today. This is, as always, your host, Joe. Thank you for coming by Life with Josef. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you. And we'll see you for the next one.